Good morning, family. It dawned on me today as I noticed some sprouting of some lettuce. The seeds were so tiny, I couldn't even space them out right. I'm just going to have to thin them as they begin to grow. That's how tiny that they were. And certainly as they begin to sprout, they sprout very tiny. I know that you could probably barely see this little green in here. And it's so small, right? Kind of like that first thought that comes to your mind when you consider maybe an endeavor, and it may be a negative thought. It may be, you're not going to be successful in this. No one's going to support you in this. You don't have the wherewithal, the expertise, the experience. You don't have the degrees to make this happen. You don't have the support network to make this happen. And that small thought, very, very small. And you think it's not going to do much damage because, once it even sprouts, look how tiny that it is, right? You can barely see it among everything else. And so you think it's very harmless. And so you just keep on thinking on that thought, keep watering that thought, keep adding to that thought to where that thought begins to grow. And something about when thoughts begin to grow, you look at it and you just realize it almost feels like it came out of the blue. It got so big. And that's how it is with many of my plants. I'll come out here and I'll be like, wow, that seemed like it grew overnight, but it didn't. I watered that thing and I caused that thing to grow. Kind of like that thought where you keep reinforcing it and saying, oh yeah, you're right. Oh yes, I can't do it. I don't have the wherewithal. I don't have the network. I don't have the expertise. I don't have the experience. I don't have the anointing for that. I don't have the gifting for that. I don't have a calling for that. And so you keep on looking at that thought and acting like you're not responsible for its growth, but you are. You're watering it by reinforcing it. And before you know it, that thought becomes bigger. Now, as you can see, this is lettuce as well. All right. These are things that, as you can tell, I have eaten from a whole lot from, and I will continue to eat from this growth. Same lettuce, bigger, early stages, right? And what I choose to grow, what I choose to reinforce, what I choose to encourage, what I choose to give my attention to is what is going to grow. It's my watering it. And the most dangerous part is if it's not healthy, if it's not a good thing, if it's not something that is edifying to my body, and I cut that joker, and I can just eat this right off here because I know there are no pesticides on here. I can eat it. And if it's not healthy, think about the damage that it does to my body. Think about the damage that it does to my future. Not just my present body, but what it's going to do to my future. If what I'm growing, it seems so small, it seems so innocent, but I've grown that thing and now I'm eating from that thing. And then I wonder why in the world it is that I'm so negative. Why is it that I'm so bitter? Why is it that I'm so angry all the time? Why is it that it seems like I have all these dreams, but my dreams seem so defeated before they ever get up off the ground? Well, could it be that I've watered those negative thoughts, as tiny as they were? Those things grew. It seemed as if it was overnight. And now here I am eating from it. And then sometimes we have the audacity, especially when it comes to parents, to feed our bitter leaves to our children. And now you can't do that. Why are you trying that? You're not good at that. And now we're feeding them the negativity that we grew. So I challenge you, watch what you're growing. Watch what you're nourishing. It may be small now, but it's going to get bigger. And so if there's something that's small that I want to grow, let it be something that is edifying. Let it be something that is positive. Let it be something that I can pass on to my children, to my children's children, something that will continue to feed them even as the years go on, that they'll remember my mama told me that, my daddy told me that, my grandmother, my grandfather told me that, and I'm still growing from that. Don't let it be, my mama told me that, my daddy told me that, my grandma, my granddaddy told me that, and I'm still hurting from that. All right? God bless you. I love you. I pray that